Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna do a car vlog. I just picked up Savannah from school.
Whoa.
Her dorm. She has some laundry to do. And we're gonna film a couple of videos for you guys today. We had the bulk film always because she lives in a dorm. I think we're gonna do a college update video. She's gonna tell us some crazy stuff that's been happening or that's happened in the last month or two. Because I know there's a story with that professor.
Yeah, I don't know, what have I told? Because I feel like in Vlogtober I told some stories.
You didn't tell that one.
Did I tell the story about the guy walking in my room?
No.
Okay.
So those two stories for sure. And then if there's anything else that you want to talk about.
Also, someone thought I got my hair done professionally to look like this color.
Really? It looks really good on you with the dark roots.
Thank you.
Because could you imagine if it just... You know what's funny? The red wearing out makes it look not bleached but blonde. Kind of. Do you know what I mean?
Not bleached, but blonde.
Like there's a difference between blonde and bleach blonde.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a strawberry blonde.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's pretty.
Like it looks like a natural color.
I love it.
But you can see how fast my hair grows.
Oh,
my roots are so long.
I know. Mine are too, and I need to dye my hair again because I have grays. God, you sneeze so loud.
Thank you. You know, one time I sneezed quietly, and Jose was like, "What was that? You never sneeze quiet. What are you doing?" And I was like, "That's how I sneeze in public."
Okay, so what are some college stories? Let's start with the thing in your dorm first.
Okay.
That one, because that's crazy.
Okay, so this was a month ago? So as you know, college life is crazy, parties, all that stuff. And so it was like 11 o'clock. I had Jose over. We were just kind of laying in bed hanging out. And then my roommate was up in her bed just playing Sims or something. And we were just sitting there, and then all of a sudden we hear the door jiggle. And when we have our window open, the wind makes the door like shake, and it sounds like someone's trying to get in. So we were like, that must be what it is. But then the knob kept jiggling, like someone was trying to get in. And we had our door unlocked. And we were like, what is going on? And it kind of sounded like someone was knocking. So we were like, so my roommate was like, hello? No answer. So we were kind of scared because we were like, what the heck? And then the door busts open and it's this dude. So obviously because we saw it was a dude, we got scared at first because it was a dude. But he was the drunkest person I've ever seen in my entire life. He looked harmless. Like he was a nice dude, but he was so drunk. So he was like, this is my room, like...
I'm gonna make up numbers because I don't want y'all to know where I live.
This is my room, 514, man. And we're like, no, this is 814. Right room, wrong floor, sir. So he stumbles around. Jose immediately jumps up and springs into action, man, because this dude is stumbling. He falls into my dresser because he can't stand up straight. So Jose gets up, tries to prop him up, and the dude is like, are you Brady? And Jose's like, no, I'm not Brady. And so he walks him out. He's like, I'm gonna take you to your room, okay? So he took him to his room. My roommate and I were standing in the hallway. I was also in my underwear, so like... So we were just standing in the hallway outside of our room like, what just happened? And our neighbors were out in the hall too, like, bro, what just happened? Someone walked into y'all's room? And we were like, yeah. And then these people got on our floor and they were like, hey, have you seen our friend? Like, we dropped him off at the elevator. And my roommate and I are like, you can't, if someone is that drunk, you can't just leave them on the elevator. Like, no. Because he might not have made it to his room at all. So, yeah, my boyfriend made sure he made it safe to his room in his bed. He literally had to push him into his bed because his bed is lofted. And, yeah, we left him a note for the morning when he's all hungover. And he probably wouldn't remember anything. But yeah, that's that story. Someone broke into my dorm. Don't worry though, I'm safe. This dude was harmless. He seems like a nice guy. He was just so drunk.
But how sweet is that Jose, took care of the guy, took him back to what he said his room was.
He would do it for anyone. He takes care of literally everyone.
Yeah. Savannah has the perfect boyfriend.
I do.
Everyone should be jealous.
They probably are.
He's perfect. And he was supposed to leave too. This made him stay an extra hour.
So what's another college story?
Which one do you want to hear about?
You can either talk about the professor, or you can talk about more personal things, or you can talk about classes, or...
We had a sub-professor, and he openly said he's a racist because he's white to the entire class, and everyone got really mad, and all the people of color stormed out of the room because they were like, really? And he was like, yeah, all white people are racist because we're white. Because of privilege. And I'm like, there's a difference between racism and privilege. Because in my other SOS class, we literally learned that was something we actually spent time on, was the definitions and the differences between discrimination, prejudice, and privilege. Because there is a difference. Privilege does not make you individually racist. But anyway, he was saying he was racist and stuff. And then there was a big argument between him and a student. And she went to the front of the room, held the mic, and started talking to him, and said she would be going to her lawyer and stuff. It was crazy. So, college, bro, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with it. It's something else. Also, every single night there's sirens outside. I live in the middle of the city. We don't live in a big city, but it's the middle of the city. So there's just sirens in the middle of the night. And there's also a car accident on my street every other day.
You don't...
at least 4 times a week there's a car accident on my street. And I'm like, oh my God.
You don't even live in a city. You live in a town.
Oh, I always think that's the city and we're the town.
No.
Anyway, there's car accidents every freaking night in the same spot.
It's probably people trying to avoid hitting the stupid college students that don't know how to look where they're going.
I know how to cross the street. I'm getting better. But
you should have learned that when you were 5.
Hey, seriously, it's so annoying. I'm just trying to walk home and I have to wait for the stupid, I almost said lifeguard, the street traffic person to be like, you can go because there's a car accident. And they always send out 4 fire trucks and 2 police cars. And I'm like, what? Bruh, what else is going on? I'm trying to think of stuff that I do. I don't do anything. I go to work and I go to class. That's it.
You burned yourself at work.
Oh yeah, I burned my hand at work. So I'm really dumb. I do this at least once a week, but it's never been this bad. Basically, I work at the dining hall, making pasta and breadsticks. I took the breadsticks out of the oven with the oven mitts on, put them in the well. We have little water wells that they stay in to keep them warm, and it was lopsided, but I had already taken my oven mitts off, and it was an impulse reaction because it just bothered me, and I forgot that I didn't have oven mitts on, and it just came out of the oven. And so I put my hand on the pan to fix it because it was lopsided and it bothered me. And then I burnt my hand and it hurt the rest of the shift, and they had to write an incident report about it. And the chef was like, do you need a hospital? And I'm like, yeah, I definitely need a hospital for it. No, I don't need a hospital. And then she told me to put it in ice, which is, I've been, not to toot my own horn, but I've been certified in CPR and first aid 2 or 3 times, and I've also taken courses in class for school. The first thing you learn is do not ice your burns. And she was like, put ice on it. And because I don't want to talk back to my authorities.
Savannah is dumb.
I don't want to talk back to my authorities. I knew it was wrong, but I did it anyway. And then I put burn gel on it. And yeah.
Oh, what about that girl yesterday or 2 days ago, whatever day that was?
Yeah, a girl passed out in my bio lab on Tuesday morning. And so our actual professor doesn't run the labs, it's our TA. So maybe she just didn't know what to do. But yeah, she passed out, fell out of her chair onto the floor. They picked her up, put her back in her seat, and the TA was like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "No." And she just had another student walk her home and had her call someone. But yeah, they didn't like offer because like protocol is to offer an ambulance. But like we also have a health center on campus, so like they could have at least taken her in for a walk-in appointment just to check her out and see what may have caused it, or like if she hit her head, because she definitely could have hit her head. She fell on the floor out of her seat. So
hopefully she's okay.
At first I thought she was just drunk or something, because she was walking to class really funny, and I noticed that, but like I didn't think she was gonna pass out. She was just walking funny, and I was like, huh, that's weird. I wrote an essay and my professor liked it, so that's good. My English professor has not graded anything since September.
Why?
Like, what the heck? I don't know, but how am I supposed to know how I'm doing in the class if only one assignment is graded so far? Like, bruh. Y'all, I thought I would be so homesick, like, leaving the house I lived in my entire life. But it's so refreshing to be in a different place. I'm sorry, but it's so refreshing to be in a different place.
I understand.
I do need to clean though, because we're living in depression room. My roommate has seasonal depression, and I'm just mentally ill. So, like, we're living in a tornado room right now. But
are there any other updates that you want to fill anybody in on?
I'm pregnant. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else. What else?
I don't know.
I lost my house key.
How'd you lose it? What'd you do?
My lanyard broke, and so I lost.
Which lanyard?
So my house key
Your
is
new lanyard?
Yeah, but Jose fixed it. So, it's either buried in my purse or
It's buried in the purse.
or behind my dresser.
Okay, why don't you look in those two places?
Well, I tried, but then I was too weak to move the dresser, so I gave up. Hey, I'm getting arm muscles, but you know what's weird? Is that my left arm is a lot less toned than my right arm. Like, you can visibly see the difference. It's really weird.
Yeah, but most people... I mean, yours is weird because it's the opposite side, but most people's dominant hand, the muscles are bigger.
But also lefties do more with their right hand anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show you the difference after this.
Okay, well, since she's done with update stories, I think we're going to go ahead and go home and film a couple other videos. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Hit like, leave a comment, and we'll see you next time.
Why can't...
What are you trying to do?
The heart. Bye, poopies.